All right, y'all. This is the Madden 26 grind time Kansas City Chiefs. Let's see what the weekly recap is about.
Artistry on display. Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in KC, the Chiefs at home to take on the Raiders. And we talk so much about the Chiefs' offense. How about the defense coming up big here? The ball's out. It's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Chiefs improve their mark to 7-0 as they get the win. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons.
All right, y'all. That would be the weekly recap with Kansas City. Like he just said, they're now at week 8. Okay. They're now at week 8. And they will be taking on the Washington Commanders. I know y'all gonna like this.
Please welcome your defending AFC West champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
On the visiting sideline, that's Dan Quinn, coach of the Commanders. His guys trying to end the front half of this season on a better note, currently 2-5 on the year. Leading the opposing sideline, a man who needs little introduction. That's Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win.
Justin Tucker.
Kate Scott joined by my partner Brock Heward. Justin Tucker to get this one started. And we're off and running from Arrowhead. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, And they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if there's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
18 Cardinals.
Play action now with Daniels. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Chiefs pick it up. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs pull out in front further, 13-zip. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over with a 1st and goal here. Recover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's going to step out with no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Yellow.
Pacheco on the toss right side. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 20-zip lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
But Tucker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 21-zip already.
21. Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Deputy! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Tight end motioning right. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And the Chiefs look like they have it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and, hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Yellow.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
They'll run it with Pacheco. Fights his way through a tackle. And he is stopped a long ways from that line of game. They force a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a hole.
Oh, and the ball is out in the end zone. How about this? I think that's going to be a safety. Talk about a couple of wild twists over the course of just one play.
Well, Kate, I got to tell you, if that's not the perfect example that an NFL game can change in an instant.
Yeah, and there were a couple of instants on that play, partner.
We go from a possible touchdown to a turnover to one of the most unlikely safeties our eyes have ever seen. And it all happens in a mere couple seconds. Welcome to the NFL.
Brings it in at the 12. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Chiefs first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs blowing them out in this opening quarter. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead.
Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Slot man in motion left. They give here to the motion man. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Chiefs look like they have it. Oh, man. Yet again, Brock, an inability to hang on to the football. I'm just going to guess might be working a little harder on ball security next week. 3rd straight series, they put it on the turf.
Yeah, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Any day that ends in Y, you're probably going to do it because this is incredibly frustrating to not hold on to the football. It's left them searching for answers that I'm not sure anybody has right now.
Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. Their defense has been so good at giving them extra possessions this season, partner. And now it's up to the offense to be very good at paying these extra possessions off.
You know, I can't say it any better than that.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Good run there, about 9, but still third down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Yellow.
Right back to Pacheco. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs throw their lead on the turnover. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Chiefs 37, Commanders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Pass to 60, pass.
Here's Daniels. He's keeping it. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. A whole lot to nothing is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
70 Timberwolves.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. It's a tackle, and it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now, actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Yellow.
Second down run by Pacheco. And they stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Off play action, it's Mahomes. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Tressway on to punt. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. Their winning streak just keeps growing and growing, Brock. 7 wins in a row now, and with this lead, could be an 8th straight. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
180!
First down throw, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the left side.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Sends this to the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
They need some extra time to think over third and long. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Fall down these two. Fall down these two.
Third and long for him here. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making this a laugher before halftime. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead.
Chiefs 44, Commanders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready? Hot, Devin.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So it'll be second and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Daniels back to throw. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
6 yards. It's third down.
Alert.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Yellow, yellow.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead.
51. Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter. But that is enough time to get a drive together. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
19, charge, set up.
Here's Robinson, start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw, Daniels. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
3rd down and 11.
Tag. Hawk, set.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So they bring Trustway back out there for another punt. Chiefs have Xavier Worthy out for the return. Fielded just beyond his 40. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Chiefs aren't headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. New set of downs from 37. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. It's Pacheco again. It's inside the 10. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get more points to end the lopsided first half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
You know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again. And not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
58. Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn it. Robinson gets hit, and he loses it. And the Chiefs look like they have it. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Yellow. Arsenal, my side.
They'll run now with Pacheco. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Packers in a matchup of classic NFL franchises. And it's Jordan Love. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Packers come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Tyler Boyd. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Broncos had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's the rookie, the number 1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. He'll look to get the yards himself on the scramble, and he got those yards and more. Off he goes. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Count.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Ready?
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
Daniel's going to keep it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit.
Wow, it's free again! But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. So out now comes the punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Ball taken in at the 36. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running left with Pacheco. And he has this down to the 34. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And that will set up 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Yellow.
They'll run. Pacheco. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
On the tackle. A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's another for it. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
2-yard gain.
Were they ever determined not to let that touchdown happen on the ground? If it happened at all. And that was a stand, Kate. 3 straight stops with their backs against the wall.
And that didn't even give it a chance, Brock. Brought down way short of the marker. This defense forces a turnover on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. Let's go.
Play action now. Daniels. Oh, it's loose. Slide ball inside the end zone. And the defender's on it. This is a touchdown. The Chiefs capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. I felt it.
Yep.
Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one-up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
65. Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come in.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs piling onto the scoreboard yet again. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock, There he is again, in the end zone, leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so, too.
They work on these things. They love these celebrations. But, my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone. And it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
72. Commanders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Now comes the Commander offense for another series. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Happy time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. From the gun, it's Daniels. He loses it again. And the Chiefs pick it up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead off the turnover. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs stack on 7 more to their lead.
Chiefs 79. Commanders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Black 40.
Here's the backup. First throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Intended for Brian Robinson. Incomplete.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Caught deep behind by. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 180. Hey,
I got him on me.
Pacheco
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead.
Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, ready, flag, 95.
Mariota. He's going to keep it this time. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington first down.
Ready?
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready, set.
Back now, pressure coming. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Chiefs look like they have it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble off. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Line right. There's a line right. Right side.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Pacheco on the toss right side. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
Ready.
First hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Chiefs look like they have it. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. On the blue lane.
Here's a toss left side to Pacheco. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
This is Pacheco. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5.
Yellow.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the blue lane.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Yellow.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs throw 6 more on the blowout. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. The 6th time he's run it in this game, and that ties the NFL record. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Mariota now. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Set.
They'll work against the blitz. That's into the hands of Edwards. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Black 40.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Commanders just want to get out of here with how this one is gone.
Okay,
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
ready, cut, go. 50, green.
They bring McLaurin in motion right. 3rd down from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. 1st down from the 42.
Yellow. What's the line? Wizard.
Now a handoff for Pacheco. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs are running them out of the building. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Another score for him this game. He saw that running lane pretty early, you could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively with a group that has this much speed and athleticism. You're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once you touch the second level.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Lost control of another one. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Wow, it's free again! And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10. On now comes their punter. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Fielded at his own 48. Crosses the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest.
Yellow. Our side.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
Yeah, you're going to need it for class today.
All right, y'all. Next, Kansas City. We'll be going against the Buffalo Bills.
Oh my gosh, you're spotted. I'm a huge
And
fan.
this is their, let me see.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's always nice meeting Fulton Bay members. So, can we get this started?
They'll be going against the Buffalo Bills at week 9. Then at week 10, they got a bye week. So their next game is going to be with the Broncos. So if y'all want to catch that game, y'all know where to come. So with that being said, y'all, thank you for coming in for the Kansas City game. So with that being said, this is Living with the Mayhem signing out saying peace, love, and respect. And I will see you guys in the next Madden 2026 Grind Time Kansas City Chiefs.